Hello, friends. My name is Dr. Randy Schroeder, and I'm on a mission to help you have a fulfilling life and satisfying relationships. That is why I have over 45 YouTube videos on my YouTube channel, Dr. Randy Schroeder. It is also the reason that I wrote the 2020 three-time national award-winning marriage book, Simple Habits for Marital Happiness, as well as the popular 2021 Simple Habits for Effective Parenting, to help parents lead and guide their child to a responsible, godly adult life. In this video, I'm going to help you never have anger outbursts again. I'm going to help you understand anger as well as know the 7 secrets for avoiding and overcoming anger outbursts. Anger certainly is a poison. Anger can hurt our relationships. Medical research has found that there is evidence linking anger and heart disease together. Anger can cause our blood pressure to skyrocket. And every minute that we're angry, we lose 60 seconds of happiness. The Bible tells us in the book of Proverbs that anger can cause us to have strife in our relationships. And yet a soft voice, in terms of anger, the Bible says, can create calmness and actually help us personally and help us in our relationships. Use these words to help you understand anger being a second emotion, and yet these words are not emotions. And even anger is not an emotion, but I suggest it this way to help you understand anger and then to help you never, ever again have an anger outburst. There are first emotions. We have a balloon, I should say, figuratively inside of us. And there are first emotions that occur before we get to the emotion of anger. Those first emotions are like puffs of air that go in a balloon. And when the balloon becomes tight and taut, that is when we get angry. The first emotions are frustrations. You know, we could be driving on the road and somebody unintentionally cuts us off on the road and puff of frustration goes in our balloon. There are hurts. Something can happen at work or in a family relationship and a puff of hurt goes in the balloon. There are fears that can be puffs of air into the balloon. There's injustices where we think life has to be perfect or life has to be just. And then the two big ones that really blow big puffs of air into the balloon are unfairness and perfection. And when those puffs of air blow up a balloon and a balloon becomes taut and tight, that's when we can get angry. And again, that can hurt us physically as well as in our relationships and even in our society. And we know that if we let air out of a balloon in a room, that balloon will just fly all over the room. And so the goal for you and I is to keep our balloon flat. And we do that through words. Words can fuel our anger, like throwing fuel on a fire, but words can also bring calmness to our bodies and even to our relationships. And these 7 secrets for avoiding anger outbursts are absolutely going to help you. I have seen numerous individuals, many that were court-ordered to go to anger management classes, and they said, what I'm about to share with you helped them more than 20 hours of court-ordered anger management. And I truly believe this is going to be life-changing for you. It has helped me to calm down and relax and avoid that anger that can be a poison to us physically and in our relationship. The first secret for avoiding anger outbursts is to say out loud, something unfair will happen to me today. And every day that we live on this earth, something unfair is going to happen to us. It could be that we're driving in the car and we drive over a pothole. It could be that we're out somewhere and we forgot to bring an umbrella or a raincoat and it rains on us. But something unfair will happen to us every single day that we live on this earth. And I think it probably the first sentence that parents actually should teach their kids is that life is not fair. And if we expect life to be fair and unfair things not to happen to us or against us, then we're going to be blowing puffs of air in our balloon regularly, and we could get to that second emotion of anger and have a tight, taut balloon. The second secret to keeping our balloon flat is to say out loud, I am lowering my expectations and expecting people and situations to be just a C+. Lower your expectations for people. Lower your expectations for life, and recognize that C+ is one grade above average when we think of C as being average. I saw a man almost 30 years ago, in fact, over 30 years ago now that I think about it, and he was court ordered to come see me because he had a physical altercation with his neighbors. And what they had done, they walked on his grass, squashed it down, and it was not going to be perfect. And that made him immediately angry, and he blew up his balloon, and he took it out on his neighbors. I asked him, back in early 1990s, they only had two strategies. I asked him every morning when he got in his truck driving to work to say something unfair will happen to me today on the way to work, at work, and I'm lowering my expectations. I'm expecting drivers to be just a C+, and I expect my coworkers to be just a C+. He took it one step further. When he got home at night, before he got out of the truck, he would say, something unfair will happen to me tonight with my wife. Something unfair is going to happen tonight with each of my 3 children. And I'm going to lower my expectations. I know my wife is trying to be an A- wife, but I'm going to expect her to be just a C+. And I'm going to lower my expectations and expect each of my children to be a C+. So he said that out loud, morning and at night before he went into the house. 3 months later, his wife and his children came in to see me, and I'll never forget it. They said, Dr. Schroeder, we have a new husband and a new dad in our house, because he learned to keep his balloon flat just with those 2 secrets, those 2 strategies for avoiding anger outbursts. Third, my favorite question in life is, what does it matter in 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, even 5 years from now? Too often we get sweat the small stuff and we get stressed out. And so we need to recognize whatever is stressing us out, that's a frustration, it's unfair, why can't things be more perfect? There's no need to puff air in our balloon and puff our balloon up, because 1 week from now we will not even remember what was stressing us out a week ago, much less 5 years from now. And so the third strategy, the third secret, is to say that question out loud. Fourth is to say, how would the best version of myself handle this situation? That is absolutely powerful. Most people are the best version of themselves outside the home. But when they get in the home, they let down and fill their balloon up and take their anger out on those closest to them. And so whenever you face a situation that could cause you to blow puffs of those first emotions in your balloon, ask yourself the question, how would the best version of myself handle this situation? Then, a fifth secret for avoiding anger outbursts is to say, like Harry Truman, I'm postponing my anger for 24 hours until this time tomorrow. Again, postponing our anger will allow us not to hurt our relationships and to hurt us physically. And delaying often has helped individuals both personally and in their relationships, especially their close relationships. Harry Truman, when he was president, the story goes that he would write a note when he was upset with a foreign official or a congressperson, and then he would put that note in a drawer, and if he was still had a full taut balloon of anger the next day, he would mail that note. But when Harry Truman left office as president, what they discovered is he had a drawer full of notes, because by the next day, his balloon had gone down. And so we need to learn, like Harry Truman, to postpone our anger for 24 hours until this time tomorrow. And then the sixth secret that can make a very big difference is to say out loud, my anger makes me look really silly. And when I look over my life, and especially years ago before I knew these 7 secrets, and I would get angry, I looked really silly. And a lot of individuals have said that one sentence right there, my anger makes me look really silly, has made a positive difference in using words that don't fuel the anger, but using words to calm themselves down and even increase the closeness of their relationships. And then finally, the 7th secret is to say out loud a 1 word, a 2 word, and 3 words. Stop. Picture a stop sign, a big stop sign, or picture a stoplight, and then imagine these first 6 secrets to helping you avoid anger outbursts. Be smart by saying those out loud and keeping your balloon flat, and make good decisions rather than unhealthy decisions that can hurt you personally or even hurt your relationships. It takes me less than 30 seconds to say these 7 secrets out loud. Has to be out loud because that gets recorded on our not just our thinking brain, but also our non-thinking brain. And that will make a positive difference in your personal life, your personal health, and even all your relationships. And I pray that you will be able to avoid anger outbursts for your sake and the sake of others and the sake of our society. Will you please subscribe to my YouTube channel? If you like this video, will you please give a thumbs up and share with your family and friends? And please make comments about this YouTube video and other YouTube videos about what videos I can make that will benefit you in your life and in your relationships. I really appreciate you taking valuable time from your schedule to watch this video, and I pray these 7 secrets and understanding anger, these 7 secrets that you're going to start saying out loud will make a positive difference in your life and in your relationships. God's blessings in all that you do.